Hey everybody, welcome to the show that's never seen Titanic. That's right, it's 5 minutes you won't get back. A little show will waste 5 minutes of your time, but as always, the 5 minutes doesn't start until we say it does. I'm Brian.
I'm Heather. I've seen Titanic, and
But the show hasn't. The show has not.
True or false? Are you ready?
I'm ready. Give me the question of the week.
Elephants can jump higher than any other animal.
Ooh.
True or false?
In correlation to their weight and size? Or they can jump higher just like up it anyway. I'm gonna say, it doesn't seem right, so I'm gonna say true.
It doesn't seem right, so you're gonna say true?
I know, because it's a question you'd be like, I can't see elephants jumping as high as everybody else. But you know what? That could just, yeah, true.
That is false.
Dang, okay. Kangaroos?
Actually, elephants cannot jump at all.
That was a trick question. So.
Anyway, should I start
me.
the timer?
I don't know my animals. Yeah, she can start the timer.
Starting. It's on.
Okay,
It's on.
so today, real quick, everybody has their lists of favorite things they like and like their top 10 favorite things of this or that. This week, I just want to bring up, and it's actually a challenge to me because I never really thought about what's my and Heather's least favorite Muppet. I know it's a tough question. I mean, we have our favorites, but I never really thought about my least favorite. So, today, real quick, I want to talk about my least favorite Muppet. Do you want to take a guess? We haven't discussed who our least favorite Muppets are.
I know who your favorite Muppet
And
is.
we can touch that toward the end.
Your least favorite Muppet.
You only get, I'll give you 2 guesses.
2 guesses.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all of them?
I know, yeah. There's a lot of them. But he's not a back character. He's a more forward.
He's a forward.
Yeah,
character.
he's a more, yeah.
Fonzie.
Fonzie? You mean,
No.
we're not talking about Happy Days. And on the record, Fonzie was my favorite character. Potsy, my least favorite character.
The bear.
Fozzie.
Fozzie. Fonzie. There's like a difference of an N.
Fozzie and Fonzie. Yeah. No. What's your other guess? You get 2
my
guesses.
other guess? Kermit.
No. All right, so your guesses are done.
Okay.
My least favorite, unfortunately, and I feel bad, is Scooter.
Really? You don't like Scooter?
I don't like Scooter. Okay,
Why?
It's weird because I feel like, I guess the problem I have with Scooter is, and I guess you need this character, is he's our connection to the Muppets. He's us, in a way. Because he's even keel. Now, mind you, Kermit is technically on the Muppet Show, was running the show. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, Scooter was running the show. Kermit's always freaking out. Even though Kermit's in charge, he's always freaking out. And let's be honest, Kermit couldn't do anything if he didn't have Scooter in the Muppet Show universe. Let's be real. Because Scooter was taking care of all the crap. So, while I appreciate that, he's the least favorite because he's the least interesting. He's the level-headed, he's taking care of everything while everybody else is going crazy. And all the people that are going crazy are entertaining. Well, Scooter is level-headed, aggravated. He's always like, oh, sure, whatever, yes. And while he's necessary, he is not entertaining to me because he's basically us in the Muppet Show universe. And for that reason, I don't hate any of the Muppet characters. Scooter, for me, is the least favorite character. And yeah, that's a real quick condensed version of why I don't like Scooter. But yeah, he's too human to be a Muppet.
Huh.
But you need that character.
Interesting.
Am I right? Am I right though? How he runs everything?
I feel it. Okay, you're right that he runs everything, and yes, he's the person that you're right. He's very level-headed, and he's just a normal guy trying to make sure that production schedules are met and everybody's where they're supposed to be, and we can relate to that.
Yeah. So yeah.
So he's just okay.
So I'm gonna guess who your least favorite is.
Okay, you get 2 guesses.
I'm just gonna go with Fonzie.
No, I don't mind Fonzie.
I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna go with one of my other least favorites. Sadly, weirdly, is Gonzo. Yeah?
No.
Gonzo, I just never thought Gonzo was that funny. That's just me. Anyway, so those are my 2.
Okay, so I went on the total other, opposite. I don't like Miss Piggy.
I don't think Miss Piggy you're supposed to like Miss Piggy.
But see, it's funny because I realized, as I started thinking about who is my least favorite, someone came to mind, but I don't really... So the first Muppet that came to mind was Beaker. he's always getting beat up on.
Yeah.
Right? But then I thought, well, maybe it's actually not him. Maybe the person that I'm really upset with is the person who keeps doing horrible things to him, which is the scientist guy.
Dr. Honeydew?
The Dr. Yes, Dr. Honeydew. No, he's Dr. Bunsen Honeydew.
Well,
anyway.
His last name's Honeydew.
So I have a problem with him. Right, but then the more I thought about it, I realized it's actually the relationship between the two that I really just do not like.
So
basically, and the reason I don't like them is because I feel like it's like an abusive relationship. I mean, the Beaker is always, it's like even said, if anyone's gonna get hurt, it's gonna be him. And
Honeydew just laughs it off. And
Honeydew is like so short-sighted and so focused on what it is he's doing all the time. He's not even paying attention that he just beat up on it, like his friend just exploded. It's just horrible. I think it's horrible. But then maybe it gets you thinking I could do deep character dives and think about how these people could remind us of ourselves. If maybe we all need to be reminded sometimes that we need to not get so focused on the things that are in front of us and that we lose sight of the big picture.
Maybe we should do a deep dive of all the Muppet characters. That should be interesting.
Carmen and Piggy, they have an abusive relationship.
All the Muppets have abusive
really
relationships. And you know what? That's why I picked Scooter, because Scooter does it. He's level-headed and he doesn't bring any entertainment to the table other than our viewpoint.
But why are we so entertained by these horrible interactions?
Just because it's our way of getting this stuff out of our system. Anyway,
I dislike the relationship between Beaker and Dr. Honeydew.
Okay, so we've run out of time. But real quick, I have to shout out my favorite ones. My two favorites, Pepe. Well, he may not be politically correct at this point. I love Pepe. He's just... he's just funny. And actually, I like Sam the Eagle, just because he's mad, he's dysfunctional, and he's mad. And his favorite line, I believe, from The Great Muppet Caper, everyone is stupid. So I like Sam. That's the best one. Or you're all weirdos. Yeah, that's what he says. You're all weirdos. So
there you go.
And your favorite Muppet?
I always really liked Animal, and I like the two guys that sit in the box. I don't even know their names.
I forget their names too.
But I always found them entertaining. They weren't very nice, but they were funny.
But they're dysfunctional as well.
Yep.
Them and Fozzie. I'm surprised they don't kill each other. For real. They'd be tabloid news. Anyway,
maybe we need to talk more about the Muppets.
You know what, we're going to bring up the Muppets. We're going to talk about each of these characters. So anyways, we run out of time. And that's all we got. Yeah. So I'm Brian.
I'm Heather.
And just remember, it isn't a great day until we wasted 5 minutes of your time. And we'll see you guys next week.
Okay. Bye.
We should end with a Muppet theme song. But I don't want to be flagged as not owning that song, so I'm not going to do it. Bye.